It is the 4th of July weekend. Well, not weekend, the day today. And I want to do something here for my garden patio. One of the main things that I want to do in this video is put the irrigation system for all of these plants because I have to hand water them. It gets to be really impossible with work and doing all the things that you need to do in life. And so just having that irrigation system on the side of my carport has been a game changer. And that's what I want to do for these plants over here. Poor things, they keep like, they're beautiful and all of a sudden they droop and they die, and I have to revive them with water and emergency watering. And so that's what I want to do today. So this is the state of the patio right now. The only thing that really looks nice are the plants, and everything else is a complete mess. And everything is in pots, as you can see, because I have a problem with un topo. It's not a beaver, the other one. How do you call the topos? Well, I'll put it in the screen. But it went and kind of went over, destroyed this side, and then moved over to this other side, and just has been making its way through all of my garden beds and my pots. My main thing right now, as I was saying, is irrigation, and the way that I'm gonna be doing that is with these lines. This lines for irrigation. Mainly what we're looking at is that the irrigation is coming from that hose bib, and then I'm gonna run it to the back here, and then I'll run it behind there, and then I'll have individual little lines going to each of the pots and things that we have here, going to back, go to this pot. We won't have anything here because I have an idea to make a little landing pad for the barbecue area. So that's gonna be, hopefully, that's gonna be another dry pour video, guys, that I'm excited to make because it's gonna be way bigger area than we did here in the to fill out to put this here, because that was only like a little strip. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. It has all of my experience in dry pour in that little strip. But then we're gonna go ahead and do this big one, which is gonna be a nice size pad that I can give you a little bit more experience on that. And then I made a trench here where we can put the irrigation. I didn't put polymeric sand on purpose on this little trench where the rocks are, so that the irrigation line can go through, and then we can move it over to this side and then over to here, and then hopefully I can move it somewhere here, cover it, and then move it to this side, because here what I want to do, and I think it's the same thing that I want to do over here, is make a planter here where it'll raise the plants and it'll have more sun during the day, because otherwise when the day is like 3-4 o'clock or a little bit later, the sun just shadows. There's a shadow here, a shade, so we need a little bit lifted up so that we can still catch a little bit of the sun, and then we can have more irrigation going to all of these pots, because this is kind of gnarly with all of this. And that's it for right now, so hopefully we can get there. I don't know how much we can get done today, but I hope we can do something. Essentially with irrigation, what you're gonna have is a hose, which is this line. We're gonna call it a line, and this is a 1/2 inch. I found out what it was, and this right here is a 1/4 inch. So they're different colors. You'll see this one is a little bit more brown, but essentially there's also another one that's black, which is kind of like this. They're essentially the same, just the preference of color if you want to camouflage a little bit your lines. But from this main line, which is the 1/2 inch, you're gonna have connections to the 1/4 inch ones, and then these 1/4 inch ones are gonna have endings, which I don't know if I can get it out. Okay, so I don't know if you can see from here. So these little lines, the 1/4 inch lines, are gonna have endings like this, and these endings are going to supply water in 1/2 gallon per hour or something like that, or 1/4 of a gallon, 1/2 gallon per hour, yeah. And then there's others that have more, or 1 gallon or less. So it all depends how much you want to water and how fast you want to water your pots or your plants, wherever you're going to be watering them and irrigating them. So once you have that, let's say this one here needs to be connected to this. How do you do it? Well, that's going to be through connectors. It's all kind of like Legos, guys. And this one has a straight connector. There's like corner connectors like this one here. This one has a little bit of the line because I cut it. I can reuse it. You don't have to throw them. They're good unless they're smashed or something happened. But I can just go with a knife and then cut it and get this out of the way, or just even like this, if I can. There you go. Ah, everything is falling right there. See? And so they will connect the same way that you would have big connectors as well. This is a big connector for the 1/2 inch. And this will go here if you want to connect it to, let's say, another piece, because this wasn't long enough. You can connect it here and add another piece there. Oops. And with these ones, you're gonna open holes in this hose with something like this. This is just a manual one. There's like some more fancy ones, but this is just the basic one. What is it called? I don't know, but it's a puncher, hole puncher. Yeah, hole puncher. You will just, you know, do some pressure, it'll open the hole, and then you can put in either this one if you want to do this, because usually this is the one that's going straight, and then this one will be connected to this. It is a little bit hard to get the tubing inside here, so do wear gloves if you can. And then this will go here in the hole that you punched. Everything's falling, guys. So all of these connectors, there's also a T, for example, or a turn to go around. All of this, there's the same things with the little guys that I was showing you. There's T's, there's corners. This one, only these two right now. And then the endings, which will have the 1/2 gallon per hour. And so it just depends on how much you want to water that pot. There's also connectors that from where your hose, your water supply is gonna be, and that's gonna be like there's like backflow preventers so that the water doesn't go back, and there's pressure regulators that you're gonna need as well. And then there's this little guy at the end, which is a tubing adapter if you're gonna be adapting directly, not the big line like this, but you're gonna go straight into like this little one. I don't recommend it. I just like to go from the big 1/2 inch, and then from there I can, you know, supply all of my 1/4 inch to each of the pots and areas that I'm gonna be watering. So that's kind of like a little fast track on everything. I know it was kind of long, but this here too, these are so that you can start or stop water at any point. If you don't want one of your lines to water that day, just, you know, close it. It's kind of like a shut off and an opening. And I think that's about it, guys. There's also endings if you want to end a line and there's not going to be any more. You can add this here, run it through, turn it, and then this will just close it off at the end, you know, because it won't, right here the water will stop and you won't have any more water coming out. So that this is like at the very end when you're finishing your irrigation, you know, circle or whatever you want to do. You could never finish it and just continue it all over the place. But if there's gonna be an ending, this little thing that looks like an 8 is gonna be your helper for that. Let's see. Like this. And what I was telling you, I'm gonna put it, all the stuff holding on to the front of the steps. These, I found the brackets finally. And so these are gonna help me to put them and that they won't move on that area. I do have these two right here. This is a, what's it called? This one's the backflow preventer. I just wanted to show you so that you can see what each of them are. And then this one right here is a pressure regulator. And you can get them individually, I think, and they do come in a pack, I'm not sure. But then afterwards, you're gonna get another tubing adapter. In my case, I'm gonna do the 1/2-inch adapter. So this is what this part looks like, and I wish I had another one. So all I'm gonna be doing today is setting up everything, and then I'm gonna go get this part, which is gonna be the one that's gonna hook up to this side, because this one goes to my other irrigation part. So to my carport zone. They're called zones. Let me show you how to set up everything here for your timer. This one's a very basic one, so all you have to do is, for example, I have the left one set up, but not the right one. Well, I already did the right one, but I wanted to show you. You set the clock. You already have the time. It's 7:29 p.m. You're gonna start your time. It's 7:29, so I just wanted to set it for 7:35 p.m. so that it can start right away, and to show you guys how it's working. How long you can either do, you know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I decided to go for 18 minutes, but we can do 20 minutes. I think that's okay. And how often? I want to do it every day because these are pots and they tend to dry out really fast, and it's summertime. So every day for 20 minutes. Then you can either choose to turn it off if you don't want to use it, but if you want to run it, then you want to just leave it here. It's 7:30, so we'll just wait 5 more minutes to put a staple right there so that it tacks down the tubing. And that's the word that I've been looking for. It's not a line, it's a tube. The tube will go through here, the trench that I made. And as you saw, I had to take out some of the grass that had grown there from the grass seed that I threw. I think I'm just gonna go straight and then this way. And then from there I'll do a T so that it tees off to here and through there. So I dug another trench over here, and I think what I'm gonna be doing is passing the tubing through the back of the fence and then through this PVC, which is 1 inch. That way, if something happens, if we cut or we do any digging, it won't go through the tubing and it'll protect it. So it'll stop at this. So I'm gonna run it through here, just this little piece, and then go towards here and then the front of the fence. So I'm done for today. We're gonna go see the fireworks. It's 8 o'clock and fireworks are at 9. So I'm really happy with the progress here. I was able to put the tube through the back here all along. And then I'm still thinking if I'm gonna do this second line, which will go to the pots, which are just once a week. This one and the one with the grapevine. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Maybe I will, who knows, because it does take a lot of effort. But as you can see here, I put the staples, the ground staples, and now I'll need to put this on top and trench, cover the trench, and then put the rocks. And then I went that way to the left. Then I went behind here, the pot, the lemon tree. I don't know if I'll have to get it out of here because it hasn't really flourished or done anything in 5 or more years that we've had it. Then I put it underneath here at the entrance, put it through the back, then ran it down way here, did another trench. Then I opened here, which I'm not too happy about this. I don't know how I feel because when you close the door, it kind of catches, but doesn't. It just goes right there. And then this goes underneath, and then I'll do the 1/4 inch tubing afterwards, and it ends over here. Once I do the 1/4 inch tubing to each of the pots, that's going to be so much better because it's going to help me out with helping the plants not be so sad every time I have to run and get everything watered by hand. It is a little bit of an effort and of a process, but I think it's going to be so worth it at the end. Okay, off to see the fireworks. Wait until this turns nighttime. So as we go here, what I want to change is this that I showed you. I am not completely happy with that. I don't like this because this runs the risk of getting chewed by the door when you open and close it. When you close it, mainly that. So I'm just gonna take it off, run it from behind the fence and underneath to go inside. My mistakes, guys, are an opportunity for you to see what you can do if you do make a mistake. In this case, I decided to just go and not leave this like this because it looks like it's, you know, not in a good position. So what I'll do is I'm gonna cut this a little bit long so that I have a little bit of grip and I can take this piece of tubing later on because I can still use my corner piece. And what I did right now, I'm just cutting it with a knife and like that. And then I'm gonna do the same here, just because I have enough tubing on the other side to to run the rest of the pots. So this is it. What I'm gonna do is connect with this one here. Is that right? Oh, no. Okay, I was ready. I was able to put this through here. Just have to press it in, and the one thing that I need to do is now do my trench to go a little bit further back. As you can see here, we have a little friend. This guy, I think, I named him Fred. He's the one without the tail. And as you can see, he does not have his tail. I don't know what happened. It wasn't me, guys. But I started doing the irrigation here, and I just wanted to show you. I went around on the outer side first, going around here, and then it kind of like twirled in the middle, and then I capped it with this end, which will stop the water right there. So tucking it in again, and then I did put the other line for this other pot, and I just need to put the rest of the irrigation line with this kind of tubing, which has I believe it's every 6 inches. And then I'll connect it to this pot. This one's the one that needs more water because the calendula, it just feels like it needs a lot of water too. And look what the sunflower did. It's just looking out. It's kind of like falling. I love the celosia, I think it's in Spanish too. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's from seed. That's also from seed. Also the calendula. I have some more celosia here from seed. So I'm really happy about the progress, and I have some calendula that I need to put in the pot somewhere. But we're getting everything done right. Okay, another tip for you guys when you're putting your tubing and you're gonna be adding any connector to it, just remember to push the connector into the tubing and not the other way around, because that way it's gonna be way easier when you push it. Hold it tight close here to the end with this hand, and then the other hand is gonna push in the connector, making it go in way easier. And another thing is, if you leave your tubing out here by the sun, it's gonna be way easier to do the connections as well, because the tubing is gonna be more flexible. Just a tip. It's about to be 7:35, which is the time that I set everything. So we're gonna see that hopefully everything is good and it's all flowing. and nothing explodes. We'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to see this. I hear it. Okay, I hear it. And not only that, this one is gonna tell us a little bit more that the water is on. I need to turn this one on. Okay, then maybe turn this. So this is what I'm doing for the grass. I think I need to turn it up so that it goes bigger. Yep. This one needs to be turned to. Come on, water. Ah! Oh, nice. Okay. So it's like a little umbrella. You can see here. And, oh dear, what happened here? Oh, this one's going crazy. What is happening with this one? Did I not? Oh no. Huh. This one is working. This one's dripping. This one's just like, and it's a half a gallon emitter. What is going on? What is going on there? Okay, I'll have to adjust that one. What's going on here? Come on, what are you doing? Oh, I need to put it the other way. Okay. Apparently it's the other way around. It's not supposed to be, the black is supposed to be on the other side, I guess. Because this is just, whoa, too much water. Okay, I'll just let it go. But maybe I'll have to turn it off. Hold on. Oh dear, this one's doing the same because I put it backwards too. Okay, I gotta stop this. Pause. I was wondering how to put these emitters because they have the red side and then the black, and I didn't remember how to put them, so I'm just gonna cut them here. Good thing is I left enough, and I'm gonna use my knife. This way I'll just repair this. A little surgery. There you go, see? So now I'm just gonna change it where the red goes out is the one that's dripping. And I think that'll make it better. And I'll have to restart my water so that it does the 18 minutes that I left. So let's go fix the other one. Another repair here. Good thing I didn't put too many of these. But you know what? There's another type that I have that I put it backwards and it is doing the job right. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm doing the drip. Because this is supposed to be slow, not crazy. Not crazy times. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, do you see this one? This one is doing the drip correctly, just really nice and slow. So are these. So I don't exactly know what happened because the other one has both sides with the ending looking the same. So maybe that's what it is. Anywho, let's go back. That did not work out. They're still coming out like 1,000 gallons per second. So I think what I'm gonna be doing is just swapping out for the gallon per hour. I don't know, I'll check and see. Let me just look at the things that I have here. Let's give these guys a try. These are also half a gallon per hour. This is the bag. It's a button dripper, which means you can plug it directly into the 1/2-inch hose or tubing, or you can also do 1/4-inch barbed connector and then extension. I don't know if you can see there. So we'll give them a try because these other ones are just like gushing water. Okay, this is what it's done, and there's the room. I hope I didn't get any water in there, but this time I'm gonna close the door actually there. But let's give it one more try. Oh, give it a try. We're gonna put it this way, connected to the 1/4-inch tube, and the brown looking out. Okay, and put this around there. Close the door. Okay, finally we don't have the rushing, gushing waters, guys. That's I don't understand the other one. This is what it's more or less what it's supposed to look like, and I don't know what happened to the other one. That one, this one here, there's just water coming out left and right on both sides. But do you see this one? This one is different in style, where, see, this one's dripping, but it's a little bit chunkier, and this one has the red here. So I put the red, and this is the red side has this, and then but the front on this one is flat. It's like just round. Do you see that? This one though, the black side is the same as the red side in the shape. This one's going too fast too. I don't understand what's going on with this one. Let me check. And this is the good thing about checking. You need to make sure that everything is good, because this one's way too much. Look at that. It's a river. I see what's happening here. The ending on this one, I promise you, I put a plug, I put a little thing that's called the goof off plug, but I don't see it anymore anywhere. So I'm just gonna get another one and put it to close it off. So this one is the one that's called a goof plug. It has just a little part where it goes into the tubing here, but the other side is closed off. It's just an ending. So I'm pretty sure I put an ending, but who knows? Did it blow it off? Who knows? I'm gonna have to run the drip again and test more. So we're back at it. I think everything sounds nice and the water is dripping correctly. See this one? It's a little too much flow, more than I like, because that means it's gonna be a lot. I might have to change it just for one of those other ones. This one is back now, is now normal. There's no water gushing anywhere. And buenas. And then this one is just the regular drip. So that's a nice, this is a nice drip. I like it. You see this? I might have to put this one a little bit more in the middle, just because I feel like I can still get a little bit more towards the middle. This one is not the best spot right now, but I want to have it where it's nice and, oh, okay. So this one, this right here is my grass, and I like how it's all flowing. I'm gonna try to see if I can extend a little bit more how the water is, the little umbrella. So far I'm happy, but I do need some coverage here in the, like towards this side here to the walkway. And everything looks good. I have my extension cord in my phone because my battery was dying, so I can't really move too much, but I'm happy with everything. Here I have a little bit of water going to the lemon tree. Everything looks good. I think I need one more line. Well, these I have to transplant and move them over, and then these is my ginger. It's starting to grow. This is exciting. And all of my bell peppers, I need to move them also where I want to do a planter here, like a step planter, and I can put as many as possible there. And then my ginger needs to be in the sun, in a sunny spot, but also shaded in a way. But it needs the heat for sure. And I think those pots over there need another drip line. That one for sure, they also need something. And this one is my what is this one called? Rivera Daisy, and I need to put also irrigation to that one. The other ones, I mean, I can hand water. That's not gonna be too much trouble. But I'm happy guys. This is all getting watered, so really happy. And this is what our 1 month update after doing the irrigation. You can see that everything is looking way greener. The grass is looking greener. It is greener on this side. And you can see that the grapevine is going nuts here. And no grapes on this side. There is some in the carport, but I have to train this one to go over here in an arch or something. But everything is looking really good. I was doing 20 minutes every other day, but I think I'm gonna have to do every day now that the days are a little hotter every day. We're at the end of July, yeah, end of July. But you can see everything is looking super good. I'm happy. I wanted it to be self-sufficient, and it's becoming that. There's even growth on my poor little lemon tree that has been struggling for years and years. I see some beautiful new growth, and it's looking healthier too because it had a lot of ants going up and down all the time. This one is having fresh new leaves, and it does make a difference, guys. So I think every other day it's what it's gonna be now. And I'm happy, and I don't have to stress out about running when it's a sunny day or a hot day and trying to come and rescue my plants. This is how it's looking. I did have a little bit of damage here with my mint. Something ate it, and the super bells as well. But I think I have to, it must be a worm, so I need to do that. But I did want to show you how beautiful the celosia is. I just love it. And this one's kind of like leaning down. I have to put some support. But look at this one here. It's so fluffy. And the one behind too. I'll put some supports. The calendula is looking good. It's kind of like comes in and out of blooms. But I'm really happy. I hope that you like this video, guys, and that it helped you and it can guide you in some way to do your own irrigation, and that you don't have to stress out about your plants not surviving, because we take such good care, like we dedicate so much time to them. So that was my goal, to help you guys. All right, hope they have a great day. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.